So yesterday I got a haircut and I was pretty nervous about it. It was a new barber, and I don't know about you guys, but like when I get a new barber, I get anxiety because like I don't want my hair messed up. And so I went to this barber, my friend Mac. He recommended it to me, and it was in Huntsville. It's called like Yoel's Barbershop, something like that. And I was a little nervous going into it because it's not the best side of town. So, but they give the best fade. So, as you can see, it's a pretty good fade, and I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't know because I've never had my hair cut like this. So, anybody that's been following me, like I've always had like the short military hair, and it's different. So I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to it myself. So I'm at Redline right now, and I am working on some issues. We've had nothing but problems with the paint side. So for those of you who don't know, I created Redline Steel back in October. Was the concept, putting together a business plan, starting to put together some just the whole idea concept behind it. And I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. We actually got this building that I'm in right now back in January, and I'll show you around. So this is my new truck, my company work truck. I like it. 3500 High Country. This is my office and warehouse. Got about 5,000 square feet here. Two big 20-foot bays. You can see Redline Steel. We've got a sign that we're gonna make and put it right there. Walk in. Here's one of our finished pieces. This was actually powder coated, and it's a sample piece that we had sent out to a company. Here's my office right here. It's kind of a wreck right now. As you can see, I've been working pretty hard. This is all the different samples that we've been doing for the powder coating. So we did all this in-house, so I'm pretty happy with it. Just kind of showcasing what we can do. And then we also have a full line of Translucence. This is one of the sample pieces. It's not done, but we'll have a baseball and you'll have teeth, and we'll have some extra colors. The eyeballs will be colored in. AR-15. We made 500 of these for grunt style. And then I made this sign in-house and had it powder coated. If you woke up broke, you had no business going to sleep. And then here's this room. It's kind of a mess right now, but doing some samples for a sports memorabilia company. It is a wreck in here right now. Here is another side room where we do some design. Bang hooked us up. I've got about 500 pounds of Bang. Look in the fridge, we got waters, some more Bang energy, and then I've got my meals, trifecta quinoa, and then some shrimp. And that's gonna be my lunch for today. V8 juice and some other stuff. You go this way, and we have our manufacturing place. Here's the bays. Got a big air compressor, our CNC plasma machine. We just cleaned it out. Got a whole bunch of debris, all kind of stuff. But basically, accept, and then it'll run through its own bit process. Zeroed. And it's all operated through right here. So it's pretty cool what you can do with the capabilities of the CNC plasma. DeWalt grinder. We got all these. We've been working on Redline Kids, and we have all these letters, and it's a big process. So got all these cut, and this is where we trace it. So here's an O. You know, you got to put these on upside down just like that. And there's a bunch of slag and stuff that we have to get the grinder and take off. That way it's paint ready. But it's a big process. Once they're already grinded, at least enough on the backs, we'll come over here, and as you can see, this one's, you know, they're about paint ready, at least for the backs of them. And that way we can have each piece customized and put their names on it. So we'll have everything organized. Me and the shop foreman and a few other guys, employees, helped build this, but mostly Manny, the shop foreman, made this. He's not a carpenter, but he's pretty proud of it, and I'm proud of him. He did good. And then we made a makeshift paint booth, which we don't use often. We primarily outsource it, and we're also getting into powder coatings. So we bought that paint booth, which is up there, and we made it ourselves in-house. It's pretty cool. And watched some YouTube videos, and we got it going. So it's pretty crazy. I mean, if you could do it yourself projects to save some money, especially with startup companies, it's the best way to do it. So pretty happy with the way that turned out. Got a door, got a filtration system, built-in fans, lighting. Did it all just from scratch, and it's pretty cool what you can do when you just put some effort into it. But we're gonna get into powder coating, so we're gonna purchase a big oven and do a lot of it ourselves, versus the automotive spray. The cost of goods, it's just a marginal difference between the two. Not to mention that I feel like the quality on a powder coat is going to be there forever. It's harder to scratch. The process and the dry, the cure times, powder coating is probably the way to go. So that's what we're going to do. So I created Redline Steel had the concept back in like October. And basically how I got started to begin with was I did some consulting for a guy local, and he owns a steel manufacturing company kind of for memorabilia and art decor pieces. And I wanted to go in business with him. I thought he had a great product and I liked it. And so I called him in, did some consulting with him, and everything was going to work out. I don't know what ended up happening because we shook hands, everything was agreed upon. I'm not going to go into detail of it, but he ended up backing out after I paid several $100s to get an attorney involved to draw up the legal paperwork. Spent a lot of money on some graphics and kind of revamping and redesigning before everything was done, because he shook my hand and everything was agreed. Long story short, he backed out, and that's fine. We're still good friends. We still work together. He did some of the design stuff. When I get too overwhelmed or too busy with other things, he does really good job at the design process. So we get him involved on some things. But long story short, he backed out. So I said, you know what? I like this business. I like the margins are well enough, and I just want to do something that I can call my own. And you know, I get approached by a lot of companies to work with them. And I want something that's mine, something that I can build from scratch, and that's what we've done. I'm not going to go over what we've done as far as on the monetary side, but I will say that I'm debt free. Redline's debt free, and we are also, you know, I'm the sole owner, and I'm happy with the progress, so I'm really excited. Next steps for us is we're creating a Redline Kids, which is a division of Redline Steel, and we will basically be creating a full line of sports memorabilia products that are catering towards kids between the ages of 3 and 13. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that and getting that out there. We're gonna launch that mid-May. So it'll be like a baseball with a cool background piece, and then we'll have I'll post a finished product, what it will look like, and that'll be available on redlinekids.com. So or Redline Steel, they're both going to be linked. So anyways, that kind of gives you an insight of what we're doing, how I became even involved with this to begin with. I really had no clue what I was doing. I don't have a background in steel fabrication. I don't have a background in like welding or CNC machines. So this is all new, and I'm learning every day. But you know, I'm here 6 to 7 days a week, probably 90 hours plus, getting this going. So it's really cool, the support you guys have shown. I really appreciate it, and I'd love for you to give me some feedback. Check out my website, redlinesteel.com, and or redlinekids.com, and let me know what you think. Give me some feedback, and I appreciate all the support.